Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're jumping right into some incredibly insightful and honestly pretty surprising advice from one of history's absolute greatest minds. We're breaking down Albert Einstein's rules on the 5 things you should absolutely keep to yourself to protect your peace and guarantee your success. Now, you usually think of Einstein for physics and relativity, right? But dealing with relentless global fame actually gave him this profound first-hand understanding of human nature and just how crucial it is to set rock-solid boundaries. Okay, let's kick things off with this quote. Everyone has a problem, but if yours becomes so alarming, others will leave theirs and beat yours. It hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? We're constantly told that sharing every little detail makes us feel lighter, but Einstein is warning us that opening up too much can actually turn your private life into a public debate. It distracts you, and worse, it invites the whole world to judge your every move. So to figure out how to build these boundaries, we're going to unpack this step by step. 1, the paradox of sharing. 2, guarding your ambitions. 3, protecting your vulnerabilities. 4, keeping finances private. And finally, 5, the power of privacy. Section 1, the paradox of sharing, why opening up can sometimes hold you back. Think about it like this. When you go around sharing your personal problems, a massive 70% of people are actually kind of happy to hear you're struggling. Let that sink in for a second. Only 10% genuinely care about what you're going through, and the other 20%, they're totally indifferent. We share our burdens thinking it's going to solve the problem, right? But instead, broadcasting your issues often just amplifies them. You literally become an object of gossip for that 70% who are quietly relieved that you're having a hard time too. Section 2, guarding your ambitions, protecting your dreams and the secret to your success. Now, you might be wondering, wait, why shouldn't I share my success secrets? Shouldn't I want to motivate everyone around me with my exact blueprint? Well, while inspiring people is a great impulse, sharing the nitty-gritty details of exactly how you became successful is actually highly unadvisable. Here's the trap. You don't always know what people are really made of. If you hand someone your exact playbook, human nature says they're going to try to copy it step by step. But if they fail, they're not going to blame their own lack of effort. Actually, scratch that. They'll literally turn around and accuse you of being dishonest. They'll claim you held out on them and hid the real secret. To avoid that whole mess, it is a massive advantage to just go about your normal business and keep the mechanics of your success strictly to yourself. So, what about our dreams? What's the real danger in sharing our biggest, most unfulfilled life goals with everyone we meet? If you've got big plans, why not shout them from the rooftops to build accountability? It all comes down to opposing perspectives. Where you look at your dream and see this bright light and absolute purpose, someone else might look at that exact same thing and see total darkness. They might think it's worthless, or honestly, they might even treat your deepest ambition like a joke. You just can't expect everyone to support your vision because their worldview is fundamentally different. If you let their darkness cloud your light, it can completely kill your momentum. Keep it under wraps and work on it quietly until it's a reality. Section 3, protecting your vulnerabilities, keeping personal and family problems private. We touched on this earlier, but it is such a harsh paradox. We inherently feel like venting is going to unburden us, but telling the wrong people doesn't solve anything. It actively makes it worse. It takes a contained, private issue and turns it into a public spectator sport, inviting gossip from people who frankly do not have your best interests at heart. Now, keeping things private doesn't mean you have to completely isolate yourself, not at all. It's about drawing a hard line. Your personal problems absolutely need to be kept hidden from friends, acquaintances, coworkers, and the general public. But you absolutely can and should share them with doctors, therapists, or professional advisors. You share to get actual professional help, not just to fish for social sympathy. And the exact same rule applies to your family. Every single family on Earth has problems, some small, some absolutely massive. But inviting a third party into family matters, it never solves the issue, never. It inevitably just aggravates the whole situation. It's called a family problem for a reason, right? It belongs within the family. The second an outsider gets involved, the whole thing tends to spiral way out of control. Section 4, keeping finances private, the danger of sharing your income. Money. It's the big one. Your income is definitively something you need to keep to yourself. If you go around broadcasting what you make and detailing your personal finances, you're not just going to get high fives. You are very quickly going to attract a ton of unnecessary jealousy, resentment, and even hatred. Money changes how people look at you. Keeping your finances strictly between you and yourself protects you from that incredibly toxic shift in dynamics. So, what do you do when you genuinely need financial guidance? You keep those boundaries firm. You have to channel those questions to the right people, financial advisors, accountants, or the appropriate authorities. Do not take these conversations to your casual friends, your peers, or your extended family. Section 5. The power of privacy. Privatize these 5 things and the rest falls into place. There are a million things in life that are better kept quiet, but to sum up Einstein's profound wisdom, these 5 are the absolute non-negotiables. The secret of your success, your personal problems, your dreams, your income, and your family problems. The core takeaway from all of this is actually a massive game changer. If you can successfully privatize these 5 specific areas, everything else in your life and your business is just going to seamlessly fall into place. You cut out the noise, the gossip, the jealousy, and all those unhelpful opinions that just drag you down. By fiercely protecting your energy, your ideas, and your vulnerabilities, you are setting yourself up for genuine, unshakable success. You finally stop letting the world debate your life, and you actually start living it. Which leaves us with one really vital question to think about today. Out of these 5 boundaries, which one are you going to build first?